안녕하세요 여러분, 전 인디라고 합니다. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to dance EXO's Overdose or 중독. So to begin, you're going to be seeing a screen now that has the times for everything. So if you just want to go to the end and watch it with counts or go to a specific part, you can do that. I'll also put the times in the description box down below. Cool, so I'm going to be teaching you the chorus. So it's going to start with the coming back and someone called the doctor. So what that is, so you're going to start 5, 6, 7 on the 8. You're going to pull back, and all that is you're going to take your right hand, you're going to bring it up to your forehead, kind of like an aye captain type thing, and you're going to be pulling with your right arm back. You're going to kind of sweep down and then up. So if you look from the front or from the side, it's going to sweep down and up, and when you sweep up and back, you're going to bend your legs and then press off of your legs, off of your left foot, and glide kind of onto your right leg, so that both your legs are straight, but you've got your body weight on the right side. And you just take your left hand and you kind of push it back to the left, almost like you're taking your head and you're pulling it that way and pushing your hand kind of away from your body. Yeah, and you're gonna be doing that twisted sideways. You're just gonna do that to the back. So it's gonna be 7 on the 8, pull back. Good, so that's right before the someone call the doctor. Cool, so 5, 6, 7, 8. Then on someone call the doctor, what you're going to do is you're going to be throwing down your hand. So your right hand was up. Now you're going to throw it down, just kind of down by your waist. On the someone, on the call, you're going to take your left hand and you're going to have it in a fist, and you're just going to kind of like whip it down by your side so that it ends up at your waist level, but slightly bent and kind of in front of it, just by about a foot or so. And so that's going to look like 7, pull 8, throw someone, call the. Yeah, and when you throw on someone, that's also going to throw your head forward so that your body is still facing the right, but now your head is looking to the front, to the audience. Yeah, and as you do that, you're also gonna bend your legs. So it's gonna be pull, someone, call thee, and you've got slightly bent legs, but you don't move them on those first two. Yeah, good. So after someone call the doctor, after that, all you're going to do is you're going to take your right finger and you're going to hit your left wrist. And then after that, after you hit your left wrist, you're going to open up your legs, can jump to the front so that now your hips are facing the front. And with the lyrics, it's going to be after you 7, 8, someone call the doctor 날. Good, it's good. 날 붙잡고 말해줘 is the next part. Yeah, so it's just pull back, throw, hit left, hit to the right, kind of like you're watching the time with a watch, and then jump your legs forward so that they're even. Good. After that, so after you 7, 8, someone call the doctor 날 붙잡고 말해줘 is the next part. All that is after you end up here, you're going to hit your hands down to your side, and you're going to look your head to the right and kind of lean out to the right side with a small lunge. So that's going to be after you, someone call the doctor, 날 붙잡고. Yeah. So they're kind of just doing 날 붙잡고 is when you go to the right. And then on 말해, you're going to bring in your left foot just to your right side. Keep the rest of your body the same. 말해. And then on 저, you're going to take your right hand, do kind of like the aye captain again, but you're going to bring it up to your head, and then you're going to kind of straighten your legs and bring your head up, kind of like you're watching something, like if you tossed a ball and you're watching it go up and around, following it, before you then fall into the next move. Yeah, so that's just going to be one more time. After you, someone call the doctor, 날 붙잡고 말해줘. Good, or if you want to do that with counts, it'll be 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Good. After that, 날 붙잡고 말해줘, 사랑은 병중독, overdose is the next part. So all it is with the hands, all the hands are just going to repeat the same thing twice, and they're just going to kind of like you're going to snap to either side. You're going to cross your hands and snap. You don't really have to snap, but pretend you are. Snap, then open them up and down to either side, and then you're going to kind of like snap up to the left with your hands apart and just kind of angle your body to the left. Yeah. So one more time, that move is just snap crossed, open up, down. Good. Then one more time, you're going to snap crossed, open up, down. Good. So that's going to be after you 꼭 잡고 말해줘. 사랑 and 평 중독 overdose. Good. And what you're doing with the legs is you're just going to be taking kind of small twisting steps as you do that. So after you bring your hand around, you're going to take a step with your left foot and you're going to twist so that your knees are facing the left as you cross. When you uncross, you're going to take a small step with your right foot and then you're going to twist your knees to the right. And then when you hit up, you're going to take a small step, twist your knees to the left, hands come down, twist to the knees to the right, and then one more time with the knees and the hands, it's the same. Cross and twist your knees to the left, take a step, twist your knees to the right. When you open, up to the left, step with your left and twist the knees, come down, twist to the right. So the feet are really just going back and forth. Twist your knees to the left when you take a step, twist to the right when you take a step, left, right, and they use this to move formations. So how much forward, backwards, sideways you go on these depends on where you are. So if you're just kind of doing it by yourself, you can just stay in place, that's fine. But they also do use this to some of them, like move forward when they do this or move backwards. So just depending on what you're doing, but your legs are just the same, going back and forth, and your hands are just cross, open, up, down, cross, open, up, down. And as you do that, you can also move your body slightly with your hands so that when you go to the cross, you're going to shift your body to the left. And then when you open, you're going to shift back kind of to the middle right side. Then when you go to the left, up, you're going to shift your body to the left, kind of tilting your shoulders, and then come back to the right when they come down. Yeah, so all together, that's going to look like with the hands and the feet and the bodies and everything. After you, 말해줘. 사랑 and 평 중독 overdose. Yeah, and you can also kind of like hit more on the snap up. So if you want to like down and ha and down and ha and give it kind of a bit more power, you can also do that for a bit more kind of texture or something happening. So back to the beginning, we'll do that up through to there. So it'll be 7, 8. Someone call the doctor, 날 붙잡고 말해줘. 사랑 and 평 중독 overdose. And if you want to do that by counts, that's going to be 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Good. So after that, after overdose, 시간이 지날수록 통제는 힘들어져. 점점 깊숙이 빠져간다예요. Yeah. So what that is, after you 사랑은 평 중독 overdose, when you come down after the last overdose, you're going to lean your body, lunge out to the left, and you're going to look your head to the left. So it's going to be 사랑은 평 중독 overdose left. Good. After that is the 시간이 지날수록, that part. All you're going to do is the hand is going to come up to the head again in that aye captain position. And similar to the before, it's kind of like your hand is dragging your head. So you're going to drag your head to the left, and to the right. And as you do that, you're going to take a small step with the right and kind of push your body weight over to the right. And you're going to sway back and forth by taking small steps. And you're going to go to the right, and then you're going to kind of pull your head to the left as you take a small step with the left. And then take another step with the right again. And this third step, bum, bum, ba, you're really going to hold and lengthen it out. So it'll be 시간이 지날수록, you have here. Or if you want to go with counts, it's just going to be 1 and 2 and. So it's going to get the full count when you pull. Yeah. And all the left hand is doing is just kind of imagine you're pulling your body opposite. So if you were to like push against someone and you're going to move your body away, that's kind of like what you're doing with your left hand. So you're kind of pushing your hand to the left when your body comes to the right as you pull up to the right. And then you swing it the opposite direction when you come to the left and pull one more time. The left hand is opposite. Yeah. And on the last one, you really kind of slide onto your right foot, just like that. Cool. So when you do this, you're going to do 3 of them, and it's going to be right, left, right. And on the third right one, you're going to hold that. So the counts are going to be 1 and 2 and 3. On the and of 3, you're going to slowly kind of bring up your left hand by your wrist first with the palm facing down, and then you're going to hit your right hand on top of your left wrist on the and of 3. Yeah, so that's going to look like after you 사랑은 평 중독 overdose. 1 and 2 and 3 and when you hit that, you can also take a small step with your left foot to kind of prep yourself. And then after that, you're going to spin around. So you're going to spin on your right foot over your right shoulder. And you're going to have your arms out. You're going to spin around. And when you end up with that spin, your right hand's going to come to your shirt. And then you're going to do like this pull up before you kind of fall down. Yeah, so that's just going to be with the counts that'll be after you. 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and yeah. And then you're gonna pull. Cool. So after that, so after you 3 and spin 4 and, you're gonna hear the 점점 깊숙이 빠져간다. And what that is on the 점점, all you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your shirt with your right hand, take a step onto your right foot, pushing off of your left foot. It'll be 점점. You're gonna kind of pull yourself forward to the right, letting kind of like your head come back and pushing first with your chest. So 점점 on the 깊숙이. All you're going to do is take a small step, left, right. And as you do that, you're going to kind of like fall a little bit, and that's just going to be on the lyric. So, 깊숙이, yeah. So one more time, that's going to look like after you. We'll do the counts from the first pulse here. So it'll be 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 점점 깊숙이. Good. After that, after you 점점 깊숙이 빠져간다. Your hands are going to come up to your chest on either side of the chest with the palms facing forward, and they're just going to push forward, and as you do that, you're going to move yourself backwards, and they change formations again for this. So I push back on my left foot, take a step back with my left and push off of the right, but they're also kind of just changing formations. Yeah, so that's just going to be after you 점점 깊숙이 빠져간다. So on the 바 of 빠져간다, you're going to push. Good. So one more time. From here, it's going to be 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 점점 깊숙이 빠져간다. Good. So let's go up to there from the beginning. So I'll say 7, 8, we'll start, okay? So it'll be 7, 8. Someone call the doctor, 날 붙잡고 말해줘. 사랑, 맹편, 중독, overdose. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 점점 깊숙이 빠져간다. Good. Cool, so after that is the part when they either get up on the ground or you're up here doing kind of like the head hit thing. I'm going to be showing you the ground portion. So after that, so after you 점점 깊숙이 빠져간다, Ayo, and then you're going to hear the Ayo, too much, your love, too much, that part. You're just going to get on the ground on the 빠져간다 A. On the O, you want to already be on the ground and in the position where you're on your heels, so you don't have your feet, they're not flat like this. You're going to be up on your toes and sitting on your heels, and you're going to have your knees apart, just like this. Yeah, so this is the pose with your legs. In your hands, you're just going to have your left arm on top of your right arm, or you can also have right on top of the left if that's easier. Just flat. It's not crossed like this. They're just flat lying on top of each other at about shoulder level. Yeah, and that's after the 점점 깊숙이 빠져간다 A. On the A, you're here, and then on the O, you're going to start the moves. Cool. So what's happening here is you're going to be hitting your arms up as you do that, so keeping them one on top of each other. I'm going to get down off of my feet because it kind of hurts my toes, but when you're doing this, you should stay up on your toes. So what the hands are doing, they're staying up here. They're going to be hitting up on each beat. You'll hear the hits in the background, and that's when your hands are going to, or your elbows rather, are going to hit up, up, up on that thing. And your head, it's going to be hitting down, but it's not going to be nodding your chin in towards your chest. It's going to be pushing your chin towards the ground, kind of in front of you, almost like you're sticking out your neck, kind of like you're doing that. You're like, what are you doing? You're sticking out your neck like that. So if you look from the side, it's going to be stick your chin down, kind of out, almost towards the ground, but kind of just sticking out your neck and pushing it forward as you slightly push your chest back. Yeah, and that's the basic movement. It's going to be really quick, but that's what the basic movement is with the head. And that's going to move down when you move up with your arms. Yeah, so it's going to be hit like that. Good. And so what the order is doing, you're going to hear the ticks in the background. like the drum hit type things. And all that is you're going to hit front and then front side, and all that is on the side is going to be front, front, and then on the side you're just going to hit your arms to the left and hit your head to the right without tilting your head. It's just pushing your head slightly to the right, keeping that level and not letting it tilt. Yeah, so one more time, that's going to be after you come down, it'll be front, front, side. Good, and then after that, it's going to be front, 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 side. So the first one, there's 2 fronts then a side. The second one, there's 3 fronts and a side. It's slightly syncopated, so listen to the music because the timing, I don't think will make as much sense. It's just easier to listen for the drum hits, yeah. So it's gonna be, one more time, it'll be front, front, side, front, 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 side. Good, and the last part of that is front, front, twice, once more. So it'll be, after you do the side, front, front. Good, all that together, one more time, is just going to be 7, 8, front, front, side, front, 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 side, front, front. Good. Yeah, so 2 fronts, side, 3 fronts, side, 2 fronts is kind of what the counts are. Yeah, and that whole time, you're going to keep your legs kind of in the original position I told you. You just keep that there, and that's all you do with the legs. Cool. So after that, after you, ready, and front, front, side, front, 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 side, front, front, your hands are gonna come down. They're going to snap kind of on either side of your waist, and then you're going to bring your knees together and stand up off of kind of like your butt. Your butt doesn't touch your heels anymore, so it's like side up, and then you're going to cross in the front again with your hands kind of snap, and then come down to the sides. Yeah, so it's going to look like after you front, front, side, front, 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 side, front, front, snap, up, snap, down, and then you're going to hit, just bending at the elbows, kind of like you're hitting something up and you're watching it go up, and then that's going to be hit up on the 7, and then on the 8 of that all, you're going to bring your hands back together, just in this original position, and when they come to this original position, you're gonna hit your legs out again. So the legs were in, and now you're just gonna hit them out on the 8. So with the lyrics all together, that's going to look like, after you 7, come down, 8, hit, too much, no, yeah, your love, igen, overdose, before you go. So on the over is when the hands go up, and you knees should come out. So it'll be over before you dose too much. Good. That'll make more sense with the music, so just watch part 2 if you want to see that, or just listen to it and you'll hear the hits. Cool, so let's bring them back to 점점 깊숙이 빠져간다예요 until there. And then yeah, so I'll say 3, 4, 점점 깊숙이 빠져간다, okay? So it'll be 3, 4, 점점 깊숙이 빠져간다. Oh, too much, no, yeah, your love, igen, overdose. Yeah, cool. So the last part of that, after you hear igen, overdose, too much, no, yeah, that part, all you're gonna do is you're gonna bring your right hand down to the right, kind of stay propped up off of your fingers, and then you're going to hit out your left leg, leaning on your right knee, as you then kind of snap down to the right. So that's going to be igen, overdose. On the dose, you just, on the dose of overdose, you're just going to release your hands, release your arms, come down with the right, dose, too much. And then one more time, you're gonna come to the left now, hit down to the left, and then hit out now your right leg and snap your right arm, no, yeah, just like that. So it'll be igen, overdose, too much, no, yeah. Good. Or if you want to do that with counts, it's going to be 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So just hitting out on the evens. And then after that, you just get up. They just stand up, your love, and then you're going to hear a boom, boom, boom in the background. And all that, all you have to do with that one, some of them do different moves. They're kind of doing blocking. But all you have to do on the do-do-do on the background is you can just kind of like throw your right arm up, left arm up, right arm up, ending up either at your head or your shoulder. A couple of them do it slightly different. So it's just right, left, right. and then end up looking down. 이건 over on dose of overdose. You're just going to take your right hand and kind of hitchhike it, almost like you're hitting the back of your right shoulder blade. So it's going to look like right, left, right, overdose, like that. And that's going to initiate you to move to something else. Yeah, so one more time, it's just the lyrics for that. We'll go from 이건 overdose, okay? So it'll be 이건 overdose, too much. No, yeah, your love, boom, boom, 이건 overdose. Is what it's gonna look like. Yeah, cool. So let's bring that back to the first hits. Yeah, cool. So I'll say 7, 8, boom, too much. No, yeah, like that, okay? So 5, 6, 7, 8, boom, too much. No, yeah, your love, hey, 이건 overdose, too much. No, yeah, stand up, your love, right, left, right, overdose. Good. Let's bring that back to the beginning and do the whole thing with counts. Cool. So I'll say 7, 8, someone call the doctor, okay? So 5, 6, 7, 8. Someone call the doctor, 날 붙잡고 말해줘. 사랑은 병중독, overdose. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 점점 깊숙이 빠져간다. AO, too much. 너야, your love, hey, 이건 overdose. Too much. No, yeah, your love, right, left, right, overdose. Good. And that's the end of today's video. If you liked today's video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss any upcoming videos. 여러분 오늘 봐주셔서 감사드리고 이 영상을 재밌게 보셨으면 구독, 좋아요하고 댓글을 많이 남겨주세요. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.